Newen Connect, Nadia Chevallard, head of international sales.
And I'm Rodolphe Buet, the CEO of Newen Connect. And so if I have to describe Newen Connect, it's one of the leading distribution company in Europe. So we are by far the French leading company. We are selecting the best of non-English speaking project across Europe, and we are distributing some English speaking programs, mainly coming from our in-house production company. So it's three girls. They lost their dad 10 years ago. So he apparently died in the fire of his art gallery. And one of the daughters is convinced that in fact something went wrong, and maybe the accident was on purpose. And so she's trying to identify clues. 10 years later, she discovers that in an auction on the Eiffel Tower, a painting that was owned by his father is probably part of the auction, and so she decides to come back from foreign countries, try to discover whether or not this painting is part of the collection of his dad, and the three girls will manage throughout the 8 episodes to solve some clue and discover that for sure he was not. He did not die in a fire accident, but something happened.
Cat's Eyes is a famous IP, renowned since back in the 80s, a Japanese IP from Tsukasa Ojo, and this is the first adaptation audiovisual.
And last thing, maybe, if you love screening the Olympic Games on France Télévisions, so the best sum up or the best digest of Paris and the best monument of Paris, you will rediscover them throughout Cat's Eyes, the series.
I would say this is very unusual to get a reward prize for export. When we just start the adventure, Cat's Eyes was launched back at MIPCOM. So basically, we gained this export prize because of the co-producers partner that we have. We have obviously Amazon in a multi-territory basis, including France, Japan and Latin America in very early stage. And then we summed up RTL TVI in Belgium, RTS in Switzerland. And then we managed to get a co-production deal with ZDF in Germany. And Rai came on board at last as their first pre-buy ever of a fiction series. So we managed to make this in less than a year? In less than a year. So I have to say the export adventure of Cat's Eyes is just starting. The best is to come. Well, I think it's a mixed of factors. Obviously, you have the IP is very renowned in Western Europe. Before convincing the buyers, we had to be convinced, and it was a no-brainer. I think we had a meeting at Series Mania. And when Mehdi says that we all sing the generic, the opening credit, obviously we do. We grew up with Cat's Eyes back in the 80s. I mean, some of us, obviously. And to see a commercial broadcaster in Europe being able to commission through a very persuasive and very a producer that has been, I think, for 6 years trying to get the rights to adapt from its manga creator was for us an amazing adventure. And it's a 3 million euros budget production. You really get to see it on screen. It's entertaining, it's fun, it's romance, it's adventure, it's Paris as you've never seen. And you have the street sisters, with full of solidarity. And so it's, we like to say it's Lupin meets Charlie's Angels.
Lupin meets Charlie's Angels, meet Ladybug Miraculous, meet Emily in Paris.
Oh, God. All right.
A lot of things. So first of all, Cat's Eyes will travel to Japan for for the rendezvous d'Unifrance in Japan. So it's a great news for us because it will expose the shows in a great way. And then selling it in additional territories. And Nadia is about to close some very good deals with key European broadcasters. And then, of course, the next step is season 2. And we are in prep on season 2. And knowing that the season 2 will start in a place I specifically love, I want it to happen soon.